What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk about 3 stocks to add to your watch list for this upcoming week that could have a very strong likelihood of a squeeze. So I'm going to go over all that. Make sure as first hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's get right to it. So starting off with data points, there's not really anything coming out this week that could give some justification to a rally. But there's a lot of Fed speakers, and a lot of the Fed speeches are essentially oriented towards the broader market, interest rates, banking sector, which has kind of been rocky. So potentially as a result of these speeches, there might be some positive stuff taking out of that, so causing the broader market to go up, or it just might add some volatility. We just have to sit tight and wait. But when it comes to it as well, there is a full lineup of good companies essentially unveiling a lot of big earnings. You also do on Wednesday after hours have the king of meme stocks, AMC. So once again, a lot of these could result in maybe some stocks going up, down, sideways. We just have to sit tight and wait. So I'll go over some of the data points and go over the 3 stocks, not in any particular order. But the first one is Fisker. So based on Friday, it did go down 4.61%. The last 1 year, 41.82%, and year to date, 33.87%. So this has been on the list several times in the past, and more so because of the data points and the technical. So kind of called a lot of rallies essentially, not any big squeeze plays, but it did get hit very hard basically since mid-October to the present. So it went from around $6 to where it is now, so $4.55. But again, it's the data points. So looking right here, based on Friday, shorts did return about 211,000 shares. 46.35% of the free float is being shorted, so very high. 86.96 million shares overall are being shorted. Utilization is 97.32, and short score is 98.16. So out of every stock that's out there, this is the second highest short score. So higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening. So interesting stuff for that. Cost to borrow average is 42.52, and through Interactive Broker short availability does indicate that they have around 150,000 shares available to be shorted. So in my opinion, they kind of are running out of ammunition a little bit. But when it comes down to Fisker, they also do have their earnings coming out Wednesday before the market does open. And typically whatever happens to one EV company does trickle down to the others. So Tuesday after hours, there's Rivian, also Lucid, which isn't stated here. You also have Polestar before the market does open as well on Wednesday. So definitely it's going to be the whole EV sector kind of moving as one, but who knows? There could be a positive surprise as a result of their earnings, causing shorts to be on edge a little bit. But moving on to stock number 2. Good old AMC. So based on Friday, it did go up 2.19%. Last 1 year, 78.69% in the red, and year to date, 69.09%. And over the last 5 days, it is to note that it did go up 12.84%. So fairly good for that. When it comes to AMC, similar to Fisker, they do have their earnings after hours on Wednesday. They also have their annual shareholder meeting, which is right here. So there's basically 8 proposed items that you need to essentially vote on. When it comes to obviously catalysts as a result of these, maybe 3, 4, and 5 might potentially work in favor if obviously positive, kind of cause a little bit more of a squeeze. But I haven't really delved deep into a lot of the actual directors to see what they're all about and whatever else. I do see a lot of talk about good old Adam Aaron, and I guess a lot of people don't necessarily like him at this stage in the game. So who knows? Definitely a lot of interesting things could come as a result of that, but obviously it's the data points. So short score is 50.45, so not necessarily the best. It has really dropped quite significantly, but even though a lot of retail is still in AMC, utilization is 32.48, and based on Friday, shorts increased to 426,000 shares, 6.59% of the free floats being shorted, and 13.04 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow average is 2.39%, so definitely not the most craziest stats, and even through Interactive Broker short availability does indicate that there's around 3 million shares available. So obviously not the craziest stats, but it is because of the shareholder meeting and their earnings that could cause a little bit more of a disruption and a potential squeeze as well. And when it comes down to stock number 3, good old Beyond Meat, I have had them on the list several times in the past. I don't know why. I really do like Beyond Meat. I kind of traded it back and forth, as I've kind of indicated in the past, around the $150 mark or $120, whenever it was. So I was kind of swing trading that, but it is crazy to see over the last 5 years how much it has gone down. Like, it's insane. But over the last 1 year, 51.32%, year to date 43.54, and for Friday it was kind of flat. So once again, it's the data point. So short score is 96.88, utilization is 100%, 13,000 shares was returned on Friday, 41.28% of the free float is being shorted, and 25.39 million shares overall are being shorted. So very, very high in my opinion, and especially considering looking at the cost to borrow average is around 65.18, and as well through Interactive Broker short availability does indicate that there is 0 shares available to be shorted. So once again, kind of interesting stuff when it comes down to that. So let me know your thoughts on those 3 stocks. So Beyond Meat, tickers BYND, good old AMC, which does have their earnings, like I said, right over here. So which is Wednesday after hours, and then Fisker, so tickers FSR, so Wednesday before the market. So what's your thoughts on those 3 stocks? Is there any others that potentially maybe that you're interested in or whatever else? So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. And one final thing, take advantage of this promo, link in the description below and also the comments. Sign up for an account with MULN, we throw $100 at it and you get 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000, and up until November the 20th, if you do sign up, they're giving 1 additional free share of SoFi. So for $100, you get 6 stocks. Crazy, crazy stuff. And so take advantage of that, only up until November the 20th. Link in the description below and also comments. With all that said, I appreciate all of you watching.